Very briefly, I think on what we can do, I think I agree. The strategy, of course, is to promote the cause of Hong Kong, among national governments, halls of power. But another very important target would be civil society, and to build bridges. I mentioned police violence that U.S. and African Americans in particular are suffering, and we share that kind of predicament in Hong Kong. And so we could build on their momentum right now to highlight that they are not the only one. U.S. is not the only country, and the Black Lives Matter movement is not the only one that has suffered from the infliction of this kind of police violence. And I mean, think about the Yellow Vest movement. And I think we can put Hong Kong in the context of a broader global networks of movements, and to find common cause with them, and to put our issue, the Hong Kong issue, in the front page all the time, because we strike a kind of alliance because of the similar problems that we encounter. That's one point. The other point about China's infiltration, I think Sharon is absolutely correct that it has mobilized and it has always activated the United Front machinery, which dated back to the 1930s. And so it's very powerful, it's very elaborate, well-established, well-oiled. But I want to highlight one thing, that for that to work, there has to be local, willing, complicit agents. I mean, to take the money, to be willingly being corruptible. And I think we need to, on the one hand, highlight the agenda from Beijing, but also who are those intermediaries that make United Front work so well. And to do research, maybe to expose those local connections, the corroborative agents, without which that won't work. And we just cannot focus all the power on Beijing and to miss the many layers of collaborators. So a lot of research to be done, but also exposure of what we know through that research. The Confucius Institute is experiencing a serious setback. I think that's an example to show that United Front strategy doesn't always work if we are vigilant, if we muster enough empirical evidence and do our job as faculties and students to push back.